Hello my friends, welcome to Incidental Electronic Channel, this is Uncle Misha. And today we have yet another patient on our desk. This is Sony stereo cassette deck TC-K5. So what's the problem? Problem is, everything actually works fine here. It's actually this guy in really nice shape. But in these particular videos I have restored this deck and then tested it, and it was operational fine. But the only problem is I didn't have at the time the proper belt for it, and I used whatever Chinesium belt I can find in the pile of kind of crappy belts. And the result, the issues was not really audible at the end of story. But when I recently started listening to it, it was sounding pretty bad. So I decided to check Wow and Flutter, and here we are. Wow and Flutter is horrendous, 0.4. Sometime was actually 0.6. It was kind of floating around there. So I decided to order proper belts. So I use FBM 10.2 for this guy. This another one is for different cassette deck. Yeah, right. Very kind of interesting. Which one is for what? It's very interesting. I hope I will figure this out by the thickness, I guess, because one of them is 5.3, another is a bit thinner. Okay, so let's just get calipers here and see. No, this is 5. This is clearly thinner than that. Oh wow, that's substantially thinner. It's 3.5. Okay, we'll see how that will work for the other cassette deck. So this one is 5.3. Sounds good to me. Okay, so this one definitely gonna go here. It's supposed to be about 10.5. Let's switch to inches. Yeah, 10.2. Roughly, it's gonna be around that size. Okay, so we need to replace this belt, put it in here. So it's gonna be a bit of a procedure. I've opened this deck. Okay, so in order to remove the tape Mac, gain access to it, you have to, I don't think it's, what do you guys think? Are we gonna try to actually access it just by unscrewing? Okay, if you look around here, there is a flywheel right here, right? The flywheel. And there is one screw right here, and there are two more screws. Okay, right? And actually one more screw right here. 2 screws are keeping this thing together. Okay, and there are 2 more screws keeping. There is a solenoid right here. So this solenoid in this area is attached to this bracket. So I have an idea actually to partially leave this thing, and in attempt to free this bracket and replace this thing, the belt, because I don't really want to completely disassemble this guy. Let me try that. Okay, let me see if it works, and I'll be back with you. So you see what I've done? So this is the bracket. So I'm unscrewing this little screw right here completely. All right, so it's out. Then I'm taking I need like tiny flathead, because this, I'm gonna loosen a little the other one, which is behind this bracket, the other screw. I'm gonna loosen it a bit. Yeah, it's really hard to get in there, especially when the stupid screwdrivers keep falling out. So it's super annoying with this thing to fall out. I added a little bit of Captain tape right here, and it's not gonna fall out anymore. Okay, so I can look through this hole and let it a little bit loose, a little bit, because that screw is not too deep, right? So you don't have to unscrew it all the way, because it's gonna completely fall out. Okay, so now we have enough clearance to remove the belt. Okay. Got me swinging around. Okay, first you have to, so this is the real belt right here. So this is super easy to remove without even unscrewing anything. But you have to remove it. Now, in order to remove the other belt, you have to loosen this one. Now we have to fetch the other one. Okay. Now just swing it around. And hook it up. Hope it's not gonna catch on anything else. But I think we're good. Ta-da! Okay, Creptacular belt is out. Look at this, how wobbly and wibbly it is. Okay, let's get the new one and see. Okay, new one is a bit smaller. Let's see how that's gonna fly. Okay. Okay, so we wrapped it around the flywheel. Now we're gonna secure here, just to make sure it's not gonna fall apart on me. Yeah, everything is super fiddly here. I'm doing that to make sure that the belt not gonna slip out. Alright, so this is kind of secure. I'm gonna secure the other part later. Let me go back here. Okay, so this belt, just remove it for now. We'll just fetch the belt. Okay, there is more. I have more tools, so let's keep this around here. I'm not sure if that hook is actually needed, but this one is very handy. Okay. Seems like we are good. Okay, let's do this guy. Let's do it again, but try to not to get it into lubricant. Okay. Now. Alright, so this is it. This is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so now it's time to actually power it off and see how it rotates properly or not. Oh, it was powered. Well, let's press play. Okay, I think it's doing okay. The only thing I don't like this noise and I cannot understand where it's coming from. That's good, of course. How to stop. Let me pick any kind of cassette and see how that works. All-time favorite Garvi Sokak. Alright, I think it's time, after all the lubrication and setup of new belts, it's time to try it with valve and flutter. It's clearly plays, and every belts are working. So let's just see what's the valve and flutter of this thing. That's gonna be on different bench, so I have to carry it around. Alright my guys, so here we are. This is a result of the valve and flutter test after we replaced the belt. Looks like we have substantial improvement. It used to be around 0.4, now it's around 0.6. This is crazy improvement. So, and obviously listening test was good as well. This is not ideal, so probably this belt is not the best belt for this cassette deck, but nevertheless, it's pretty good. So now I'm gonna assemble everything together, and this video is gonna be it. So today we learned how to replace belt on a Sony TC-K5, not doing some extensive surgery of the cassette deck, removing just this bracket. And obviously this is another deck which brought to life and probably gonna be you know, serving me for quite long years. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe, like, comment. I'll be happy to hear from you. And please stay tuned for more videos. Stay safe and ciao.